So I've been playing Anime Apocalypse for a while now, and I really enjoy this game because, there's a lot of things that you look out for, which is best abilities, best gadgets, and a lot of stuff that you want to focus on this game. But these are top 5 things or top 5 mistakes that I did in Anime Apocalypse that I don't want you guys to repeat. So please do listen. So at number 5, I would like to keep something that is not that important but still affects your gameplay quite a bit, and that is gadgets. Now, the thing about gadgets is that gadgets come in obviously different, rarities, but what I used to do was I used to only aim for mythic, because hearing time stop and black hole, or mostly time stop, was like such a cool thing. I was like, oh my god, I can stop time, I can stop enemies, pause time. That sounds great, right? But if you're a beginner, please do not do it. What I did was a complete waste of, gadget spins or gadget lucky spins. The thing is that I wasted these lucky spins. This number right here could have been 300 if I had saved my lucky spins. That's because I used to think that legendaries is not that good, but trust me, if you're a beginner, Infinity is really good, and Conqueror's Hockey too. Alright, now coming at number 4, I would say that abilities is a thing that you guys need to keep in mind, because abilities is pretty much everything the game has to offer. So when I first started playing this game, I had a fear of losing my exclusive abilities, because you know how hard it is to get it. But here's one thing I realized, and I'm stupid to realize it after so long, is that you don't need multiple slots for exclusive abilities. You can have a singular slot and you can swap them out easily. I did not know there was something called an exclusive section. That's right, exclusives are replaceable. I had no clue that exclusives are replaceable. If I had known that further, I would have saved tons of money. But no, I had to spin off my Saiyan and my Pride so that I could save, leave space for Head of Hay, Atomic, and Destructive Fist, and so on. So please don't repeat the mistake. You can just, replace the slots. It's really that simple. You can keep replacing it, save your other cash. You probably get, Pride, Shadow Monarch, or Saiyan. I would say Saiyan is also pretty good because, you can revive with Ultra Instinct. You can use these slots for it, and as, updates go further, these slots will be very difficult to get. So, you have to be smart with your cash alongside with your slot. Alright, so this is something that most of the players overlook, thinking that it's not important, but trust me, it is important, and that is cosmetics. So if you're new to this game, I would say that cosmetics is not that important, because you must really focus on abilities and gadgets. But as you progress and you get levels and you keep further moving along with the game, I would say that cosmetics really come in handy, because cosmetics give you that extra boost. Alright, so one thing that I have to mention in number 2 is coins, because coins are really necessary. Not only you can buy pets with it, coins are really necessary. Please do not waste it on emotes. Only you can spend it on if you have enough coins to give out. Like you need like extra. Alright, other than that, please focus on Kurama, Igris. If you're a beginner, you can just focus on these pets, because these pets are essential. You can use them for daily shop items if you're struggling or something, and coins will probably have more things to buy on in future. And one very important thing about coins is that you can use it for cosmetics. Alright, so these cosmetics are really expensive, so please save your coins. And one stupid thing that I used to do when I was a beginner is that I used to focus on Infinite Waves rather than Survival Run Gravewalker, because Survival Run Gravewalker gives so much more coins than Infinite Waves. So please, this is one thing you guys need to look out for. If you want to grind coins, please do Survival Gravewalker, not Infinite Waves like how I did, and that was just a waste of my time. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the number 1 most important thing that people overlook is that it's rebirth and titles. Now the thing I'm putting these two together is because people overlook titles, and you can get your titles from achievements. You can go ahead and claim it. You might have some unclaimed ones, but titles are super helpful because they're just not there for showcase. Alright, they're there to help you. Okay, for example, I have the Steel Ball Run title, because I would say this is the best right now. But look at these stats, dude. And if you're a beginner, you'd probably get Pirate, Hunter, Survivor, because stats are important. I've seen so many people not have the titles. As you can see, this guy doesn't have titles, and it's gonna backfire on him a lot, because titles help you a lot. This is one thing I wanna focus on more is that titles are really helpful. So if you guys, are beginners, please focus on titles. Titles are really helpful. Titles are tough to get, obviously. For example, World 5 is a tough to, like, it's very tough. You need to get, top on the leaderboard on kills, waves, or, total amount of spent, but you know how it is. So if you guys overlook titles, it's just gonna backfire on you. So please, just don't overlook titles, alright? And one last thing to end this off is that please also focus on reboots. Reboots are easy to get if you do survival Gravewalker, or you do anything. Anything gives you XP, but I would say survival runs, especially Gravewalker difficulty, gives you the best abilities, so you can focus on them and get your reboots, because the more reboots you get, the more damage buff, the speed buff, the health buff. You just get everything with reboots. Now the max reboot right now is 5. The best way to reboot, I would say, again, is survival run. Now if you guys are wondering how to go ahead and get a reboot, is to just click on your profile and go to reboot. As you guys can see, my reboot is max because there are only 5 reboots. These are the things that I did that I don't want you guys to repeat, because I just want to make everything easy for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped you guys a lot. I'll try to make more videos on Anime Apocalypse. As the game further updates and more content comes, I'll probably record them too, and just make videos on them. So thank you for watching, and see ya.